Good morning, YouTubians. It's Kemit's Ghost. At the moment, I'm stuck at temporary traffic lights, so got a bit of time to tell you. Gonna head up to HMV. It is a Blu-ray hunting Monday, 5th of December. Lots out today. I've also got some subscriber mail and a trade parcel I did as well to show you, so it's gonna be a fair bit at the end. Hopefully, everything that comes out will be in stock at HMV. We'll see. Gonna grab a coffee from Costa, and then I'll take you back, show you what I picked up. So, see you all in a little bit. Cheers, everybody. Lovely. So just heading into HMV, and they've changed the poster out in the window. You've got Don't Worry Darling there, available on DVD, Blu-ray and 4K as a steelbook as well, but I'll show you all that in just a second. So over to new and trending. And here it is. Don't Worry Darling is from Warner Brothers, and it's put out exclusively early at HMV. It's a psychological thriller directed by Olivia Wilde. You remember her from the TV show House? She was number 13 in that. Anyway, this stars Florence Pugh, Chris Pine, Harry Styles, and the Blu-ray is priced at $14.99. 4K here priced at $24.99. In addition, you've got the DVD here priced at $9.99. There's also a 4K steelbook priced at $29.99. They all come with slipcovers apart from the steelbook, which is a pretty nice image on there of the plane crashing in the desert. So next is Season 4 of Star Trek Discovery from Paramount Pictures. This season ran from 2021 into 2022. It's got a runtime of 666 minutes and is set almost 1,000 years on from the last season. Blu-ray is priced at $27.99 and the DVD is priced at $21.99. Next is Moon Age Daydream. This is a music documentary on David Bowie. It was written and directed by Brett Morgan, has a runtime of 140 minutes and it comes with a 15 certificate. Blu-ray is priced at $14.99, DVD is priced at $9.99 and they both have lovely slipcovers. Next is Mad God from Acorn Media. This horror animated fantasy is from last year and it was written and directed by Phil Tippett. This has an 18 certificate and an 83-minute runtime. This is yours for $12.99. A television release of 1883 Yellowstone Origin Story from Paramount Pictures. This 3-disc set stars Sam Elliott, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill and Isabel May. It follows the Dutton family on their journey through the Great Plains. I would pick this up, but it is a future Christmas gift, so I can't, unfortunately. $24.99 for the Blu-ray. So next is SAS Rogue Heroes. This is a TV miniseries put out by Dazzler Media. It's rated a 15 certificate and it tells the story of how the SAS were formed. $19.99 for the Blu-ray. There's also a DVD priced at $14.99. No 4K release for this one and neither one has a slipcover either. Next is the 4K Studio Canal release of The Driver from 1978, directed by Walter Hill. Stars Ryan O'Neal and Bruce Dern. The slip has a matte finish to it and it's priced at $19.99. So next in the 4K section is a limited edition from Arrow of Croupier. This is from 1998 and it stars Clive Owen and Kate Hardy. This is yours for $21.99, comes with a nice slipcover. Next is the 4K release of King Kong from 1976, starring Jeff Bridges, Charles Grodin and Jessica Lange. I couldn't find a Blu-ray for this, but you'll find out why later. This one is priced at $19.99, comes with a nice slipcover. Pulp Fiction on 4K next, directed by Quentin Tarantino and starring John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel and Tim Roth. This is priced at $24.99, has a beautiful slipcover. Next is Highlander on 4K from Studio Canal. This is from 1986, it's got a runtime of 116 minutes. Wonder if they've only got one copy of this. Get it? Anyway, this is yours for $19.99. Another 4K, this time 48 Hours, starring Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. Again, directed by Walter Hill. This action crime comedy is from 1982. It's priced at $19.99. And next is the double pack of 48 Hours and another 48 Hours. It sees the duo back. And the sequel is from 1990 and it has a combined runtime of 191 minutes. Next is To Kill a Mockingbird, based on the book by Harper Lee. This has Gregory Peck playing Atticus Finch. It's from 1962. It's a runtime 129 minutes and is yours for $19.99. So next is the Arrow release of Nightmare at Noon. This is a sci-fi horror from 1988. It's got a runtime of 96 minutes. This is a film about a poisoned water supply that turns people into killers. This is yours for $17.99. Another Arrow release now. This time it's Leech, a comedy horror from this year. It has a runtime of 88 minutes and was written and directed by Eric Pennycoff. This is yours for $17.99. So next is 1997 drama Neil by Mouth on the BFI label. This has an 18 certificate and it stars Ray Winston and Kathy Burke. This one was written and directed by Gary Oldman and it looks like it comes with a book. This is yours for $19.99. Another BFI release, this time Ghost Stories for Christmas, Volume 1. 4 movies in this set, which range from 1971 through to 2022. Total runtime 172 minutes, has a 12 certificate and is yours for $26.99. Next is Something in the Dirt, a sci-fi horror comedy from this year. It's got a runtime 116 minutes and is another Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead collaboration. Their fifth one together, I believe. This is yours for $12.99. Next is a Fabulous Films release of Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. It's from 1965 and it's about a tarot card reader on a train. This horror stars Christopher Lee and is on Blu-ray for $14.99 and DVD priced at $9.99. Neither one comes with a slipcover today. So next and last is Official Competition from Artificial Eye. This comedy drama is from last year and it's got a runtime 114 minutes and is yours for $14.99. No slipcover for this one. Hey everybody, welcome back. Quite a bit to get through. Got the subscriber mail there, got a book, and we've got a few films as well to show you, so let's crack on with it. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you today is subscriber mail. The subscriber in question is Stephen. Now he sent me a message a little while ago saying something was on its way to my house, and here it is. Now I thought this was something I ordered for my son because I've ordered him a book, don't worry, he won't be watching, and I destroyed the parcel from Amazon. Yes, he sent this directly from Amazon. There is a note inside which I did keep, and here it is. So here is a note. I'll put a copy up in the corner so you can read along. It's from Amazon. It says a gift from Stephen Lee. The Amazon note. Hey Alan, I saw this and thought of you. Hope you don't have it. I didn't have it. Should fit in with your movie room. Hope you and the family have a great Christmas. From Stephen Lee. Thank you, Stephen. Hope you and your family have a great Christmas too. Let's see a little bit more closely what he sent me. So here it is again. I've got to say, this took me by surprise when I opened it. This is an absolutely beautiful book. It actually arrived maybe about 3 or 4 days ago, and I've read a fair bit of it already. It's called Christmas in the Movies. It's 30 classics to celebrate the season from Turner Classic Movies. Image on the front there is from White Christmas. This is a great Christmas film from 1954. Stars Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye and Rosemary Clooney. On the back, you've got Elf from 2003, starring Will Ferrell, James Caan and Zooey Deschanel, and must watch, as is this one. 2 completely different Christmas movies, but equally as enjoyable. The author is Jeremy Arnold. His surname is on the spine there. He's a film historian, and inside it gives a synopsis of the Christmas films and details as well alongside them. Really nice quality. Now, I am a huge fan of Christmas movies, but I've never owned a Christmas movie book. Didn't know there were any, if I'm honest. So I'm extremely happy to have this, and I'll be reading this from cover to cover for the next few weeks up to Christmas. Slowly, I know, but I do want to savour this. So thank you so much, Stephen. This is awesome. Very unexpected gift. Cheers, mate. Okay, so the next thing is a trade parcel that I did with a guy called Al, aka Big P33. I sent him something, he sent me something. Usually how it works. What did he send me? I've already opened it because I've already watched the film, and there is a note inside, so let's read that first. So here is that note. I'll put it up in the corner so you can read along. It says, "Hi Alan, hope all is well with you and your family, pal." It is, thank you very much, Al. Here is the Blu-ray you asked for as part of our swap. Thank you so much for picking up the title you're sending my way. Very much appreciated. As was this, I've already watched it. Great film. Enjoy the movie and take care. All the best, Al, Big P33. So there it is. Let's see what Al sent me. Okay, so the movie Al has sent me is Mr. Right. Now, this is an American import because, surprise, surprise, we didn't get a UK release for this one. Stars the lovely Anna Kendrick as Martha McKay. She is a woman who's prone to picking the wrong kind of partner. Her current boyfriend cheats on her, as if that's ever going to happen. So she dumps him, and she bumps into a guy called Francis Munch in a shop, and he persistently asks her out on a date, and she agrees. Now, Francis is being played by the brilliant Sam Rockwell. He's a hitman, albeit a hitman with a difference. You see, after suffering a nervous breakdown, he no longer wants to kill the intended target. Instead, he kills the people that hires him. He's an ex-CIA agent, very proficient at what he does. This is an action romantic comedy, by the way. Francis's ex-partner at the agency, who happens to teach him, is Hopper, played by Tim Roth. He's also known as Knox in the film as well. And he's trying to get Francis back as a hitman, but he knows how dangerous he can be, so he approaches with caution. Now, during a date, Francis tells Martha that she has the same ability that he has, and that is complete awareness of objects and the flow of energy that surrounds them. And as a result, she can perceive when knives or bullets are being thrown or fired at her, so she can act accordingly. It isn't long before Martha witnesses what Francis does for a living, and she has to decide what to do next. I'll leave it there. Fantastic movie. I would welcome a sequel to this anytime. I have no idea why this didn't get a Blu-ray release over in the UK. Great actors, great fun. Hour 35 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So there is a code inside. I'll put it up in the corner. I'm not sure if you can still redeem it, but it's worth a go. And there is a very see-through disc. Can you see my fingers through there? Anyway, there you go. That's the disc. So that is Mr. Right. Highly recommend this one. Okay, first title to show you is King Kong 1976 version. I've only seen small segments of this, not the entire film, so I'll be interested to see how this stacks up to the others. Now this stars Jeff Bridges as Jack Prescott. He's a paleontologist who sneaks on board a ship on an expedition to a hidden island located somewhere in the Indian Ocean. That expedition's being organised by Fred Wilson, played by Charles Grodin, and he's an oil magnate and wants to drill for oil on the island. And I think we all know it's probably not going to work out for the best for him. Whilst en route to the hidden island, they find a raft floating by with an actress called Dawn laying on top of it. She's unconscious. She was on board another ship which unexplainably exploded. Dawn's being played by Jessica Lange, by the way. And as you can imagine, they do find the hidden island because it would be a really boring film if they didn't. And they do find the oil, but it's low grade, so they can't use it. Told you, didn't they? Now, meanwhile, the indigenous people kidnap Dawn. They offer her up as a sacrifice to King Kong, the oversized gorilla, in case you don't know. And then it follows the original story. You've got Dawn being rescued, King Kong being taken back to New York. He's put on display, he escapes. But instead of climbing up the Empire State Building, he climbs up the South Tower of the World Trade Center. And biplanes are replaced by military helicopters as well. And we all know the ending, don't we? Directed by John Gilliman, who was the man behind Terra Inferno, and this has got a runtime of 134 minutes. Let's take a look inside, see what you get. Okay, so those eagle-eyed amongst you will notice I've been showing the 4K there. That's not because I've gone over to 4K. No, what it is I was running late this morning, a lot of errands to run. So the manager, because the 2 Blu-rays that were in store had sold, the manager let me have the 4K to show on my channel today. Very kind, above and beyond. So I can return it and they'll give me the Blu-ray when it comes in a day or so, maybe even later today. So there's the slip and the cover, exactly the same. Inside you have 2 discs, the Blu-ray and the 4K, and both come with the image from the front cover. And there's also a lovely poster as well. So that was the 4K of King Kong from 1976. And again, big thank you to the staff at HMV, especially the manager, who let me take this home to show it on my channel. So you don't get that kind of service with Amazon, do you? No, not at all. Stick with HMV. So next is an exclusively early release from HMV of Don't Worry Darling. This is directed by Olivia Wilde, actress turned director. It's a psychological thriller from this year, and it's got a lot of controversy surrounding this film, but I'm not going to indulge into that. The film itself has got a very impressive cast. You've got Florence Pugh, great actress, as Alice Chambers. Her on-screen husband Jack is played by Harry Styles. Olivia Wilde is also in this as Bunny. She's Alice's neighbour and best friend. In addition, you've got Chris Pine as Frank. I'll come to him soon. Gemma Chan as Shelley, that's Frank's wife. The story is set in what appears to be 1950s suburban America, a place known as Victory, and they are in the middle of nowhere in the desert. All the men work at Victory. Little's known about what they actually do. Their work involves progressive elements, whatever that is, very secretive. It's a 50s style living, so all the expectations are there. You know, the wives stay at home, they have to have their dinner ready for the husband, make sure everything's clean for when they return, that sort of thing. All this is set up and run by Frank, played by Chris Pine. None of the females are allowed outside the boundary of the small town, as there's nothing out there anyway. Or is there? I won't say any more actually, but I think you can guess what's going on quite early in this film. It's been done several times. It's got a runtime of 123 minutes. Let's open it up and take a look inside. The slipcover and the cover have exactly the same image. And there is a plain blue disc. So that was Don't Worry Darling. And I will point out actually it's in a slim case, which I don't mind if it's not part of a franchise and all the rest of the franchise is in a thick case. So yeah, nice slim case there. Title is lovely and clear, so no problem with the slim case when the title's clear and it's not part of a franchise. Okay, so next and last is Star Trek Discovery Season 4. Now I do have the first 3 seasons, but I don't think I've ever shown them on here. I could be wrong, but just put these down. In case you're unaware, this season seems to split fans, mainly because it messes with Star Trek history and the timeline, or maybe because it concentrates too much on the captain and not enough on the rest of the bridge crew. Either way, it's had its ups and downs. So here's a very brief recap of the TV show. It's set 10 years-ish before the original series, in the year 2255. You've got Captain Gabriel Lorca, who saves Michael Burnham from a lengthy prison sentence as he feels she's going to be an asset to the crew. Burnham happens to be Spock's sister. There's also this whole story about a gigantic tardigrade that powers the ship. I can actually point out, I actually learned about tardigrades in school. Those things are incredible. They can survive anything. Exposure to radiation, outer space, lack of oxygen, starvation. You can boil them, you can freeze them, and they'll still keep going. They are absolutely remarkable, but they're only 1 millimetre long. So The ones in the show are considerably larger. Anyway, I'm digressing. Season 2, we've got a new captain. Spock's now on the run for murder as it's discovered that he knows a whole bunch about these mysterious red signals in space. Burnham and later the ship and the crew jump to, 930 years in the future? But at least in the future they couldn't mess around with the historic side of the Star Trek timeline. Season 3, now in the 32nd century, deals with the whole dilithium crystals exploding in ships. This is, by the way, called the Burn. And it's caused the Federation of Planets to sort of fall apart, if you like. Season 4, this season, relatively simple story to tell, deals with alien-made anomaly that's big in scale and it's destroying things, so the crew attempts to ask them to stop, but this whole language barrier is in the way, and that is it. And also, that is a problem because it's a simple story arc which is stretched over 13 episodes. It's got a runtime of 666 minutes, the devil, 104 minutes of special features. Let's take a look inside. So the slipcover and the cover have exactly the same image. There are 4 discs. And on the reverse of the cover is an episode listing. So that was Star Trek Discovery Season 4. So that was it. Have you seen any of those or plan to pick them up or just want to leave a comment, then do so down below and I'll read every single one and try to reply if I have the time. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't, it's all free, why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.